Barry Seal, a former commercial airline pilot, transitioned into a significant drug smuggler for the Medellin cartel. After being convicted of smuggling, he became a confidential informant for the DA, providing crucial testimony in numerous high-profile drug trials. He was murdered on February 19, 1986, by contract killers hired by the cartel. Seal began to fly as a teenager, earning a student pilot certificate at 16 and a private pilot's certificate at 17. His flight instructor described him as a naturally gifted pilot. In 1964, Seal joined TWA as a flight engineer and was soon promoted to the first officer, then captain, flying a Boeing 707 on a regular Western Europe route. He was one of the youngest 707 command pilots in the TWA fleet. Seal's career with TWA ended in July 1972 when he was arrested for involvement in a conspiracy to smuggle a shipment of plastic explosives to Mexico using a DC-4. The case was eventually dismissed in 1974 for prosecutorial misconduct, but in the meantime TWA fired Seal, who had falsely taken medical leave to participate in the scheme. Seal admitted that he started smuggling small amounts of marijuana by air in early 1976. By 1978, he had expanded to flying significant loads of cocaine, pound for pound a much more profitable enterprise than marijuana smuggling. In 1981, Seal began smuggling cocaine for the Medellin cartel. At his peak, he earned as much as $500,000 per flight transporting shipments of cocaine from Colombia to the United States. Seal's smuggling method was to use low-flying planes and airdrop drug packages in remote areas of Louisiana. They were then picked up by Seal's ground team and transported to the Colombian distributors in Florida. By 1982, Seal was using over a dozen aircraft in his smuggling operation. By 1981, DEA agents in Florida were aware of Seal's smuggling activities. Seal surrendered to federal authorities at the end of April 1983 and attempted to make a deal, first with the Florida Task Force, then with the Baton Rouge Task Force. Both rejected any deals, even though Seal told them a little about his involvement with the Ochoa family. Facing a heavy sentence, and having been rejected by regional drug task forces in both Florida and Louisiana, Seal decided to try contacting the Vice President's Drug Task Force, a special program in the office of then Vice President George Bush. The office referred Seal to DEA headquarters, which assigned DEA agent Ernst Jacobson to debrief Seal and evaluate his potential as an informant. Jacobson was impressed with Seal's connections, especially the ones with the Ochoa family, and on March 28, Seal signed a letter agreeing to serve as a DEA informant. Seal then pleaded guilty to the second indictment in Florida and was released with his sentence to depend on his performance as an informant. On the evening of February 19, 1986, Seal was shot to death in front of the Salvation Army Center, 3 weeks into his probation. When Seal pulled into the center's lot and parked, a man got out of a car behind the center's donation drop boxes and opened fire with a suppressed MAC-10 submachine gun. Seal was hit 6 times and died almost instantly.